Hi everyone, Quilting with Harriet. Today's another scan and cut video. Excuse me. Today I'm going to show you how to download TrueType fonts into your computer and also show you how to weld letters together. Something you're going to want to do when you're creating labels or putting a name on an ornament or the possibilities are endless cards, whatever you want to do with lettering. So let me share my screen with you. And I'm going to show you how to download TrueType fonts. So we're going to go onto the internet and I'm going to type in TrueType fonts in my search here. Let me see. What's that say? TRUE, TrueType fonts. Okay, we'll let Google search for that. And we have font space. Type Foundry. I'm not familiar with that. 1001 free fonts. The one that I like, Creative Fabrica is awesome. There's DaFont. Let's see. Let me go into DaFont and what comes up there. TrueType fonts, DaFont. Let's see. Okay, here we go. TrueType font. And we'll just pick one so I can show you how to do this. All right. So you'll see lots of different fonts on here. And we will get, let's see. Let's just do this one that's right here. It's called True by Zachary Wallace. And there's a button here to download. I would only trust several fonts online because I once clicked on one and it sent my machine crazy. It was a virus that attached to it. So reliable ones are 1001 fonts and DaFont. Um, there's more, but I'm not sure what all the names are. These are the two that I used, and Creative Fabrica I use all the time. So let's hit the download button and it shows up in my downloads. So I'm going to click on that and it's a zip file. I'm going to click on this and it looks like it already extracted. So I'll double click this and I'm going to hit the install button and it's installing True. And that is all I need to do. So let's jump into, I'm going to close this screen and I'm going to close this screen. And I'm going to jump into, whoops, wrong button. I'm going to jump into Canvas Workspace. There we are. Okay, so now when you want to type letters in Canvas Workspace, we're going to come over here to the T. That is your text box. And what you do is you click on that, and now you click on your workboard, and you start typing. So I'm going to type Harriet. Okay, and I'm going to click out of it. And now you can see, I'm going to make it bigger so you can see, that is one object. It's not individual letters, it's one object. So I can't do anything with these letters. So let me show you how to get past that. I'm going to go into I think it's my edit tool, and I have that highlighted. And under process overlap, I'm going to click the second button, which is divide. And you're going to see now it's going to turn into all individual letters. You see all the boxes around here? Let me make this a little bit bigger for you. Okay, so now I have individual letters here. And if you go to the Layers tab, you'll see all the individual letters. So I'm going to grab the letter A, and I can click on it here. And I want to push these letters together so it cuts, or if I turn it into embroidery, it stitches all in one pass. I don't want it to stop and start. So I'm going to grab the letter A and I'm going to move it over. Let me zoom in here a little bit. Okay. I'm going to move that letter A over just until it overlaps with that H just a little bit. And I'll unselect that box so you can see it right there. Okay, now let me show you what I mean by welding. I'm going to go back to, I'm not going to do all the letters because you'll understand it. I'm going to go back to my Edit tab, and I'm going to select these two letters that are separate items. And I'm going to come back over here to my Process Overlap tab, and I'm going to hit the first button, which is Weld. And now what happens, see how the A and the H are one item now? It took out the piece that was overlapping it. So I can do that with all my letters. Like I said, I'm not going to do all of them here. I'll do one more for you. Put the two R's together. They're overlapping. I'll select those, just those, and we'll weld. And now you can see I've got two R's together. So I would continue to do that all as one item with my name. And then when I go to cut it out, I would have one item, not all individual items, because I welded them into one item. Okay, so with a block letter like that, it's a little bit harder to weld those together, and it doesn't look as professional as if you used a script. So let me delete that. Let me click back on my text and write my name again. All right. Now, under the properties box on the right-hand side, the top one, now you can see under font, I've got Antique Oakland, and I have a drop-down menu that these are all loaded on the hard drive of my computer. And I did put in a new one. Remember, we installed that new one. I think it was called, was it with a T something? True. Let's see where it is. True. There it is right there. So when I click on it, that's what it looks like. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, but I don't want that. I'm not going to use that. So while my word is still selected, I'm going to find a script um, font, a script font, and I'm going to, let's see, put my letters together with a script. Okay, I like this Lucida handwriting. Okay, now let's make this bigger and move it over a little bit and maybe a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay, now you can see the H is a separate letter. I'm fine with that. And you can see now the A, if you look right here, the A is sitting on top of the R. And the I is sitting on top of the E, and the E is sitting on top of the T. Now, I could move everything down, but I kind of like the way that looks. So let's just go ahead and weld those together. I'm going to go back to the Edit tab and scroll down to my Process Overlap and hit the Weld. And there you can see now, this is one section, this is one section. There's actually another font that I like better. Let me see if I can find that one. Okay, I have to undo. Let's undo before I welded. Okay, let's select that. And I'm going to see if I can find the other font that I was talking about. Um, let's see what this book script does. Oh, look at that one. Okay, let's make this one bigger. So you can always go back and find other fonts. You don't have to use the one that they recommended. You have that drop-down menu. You can add more to this. So here, the letters are sitting on top. If you look here at the E and the T, or the I and the E, but they're squished together. So everything's going to weld except for the H, which I'm perfectly fine with. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the Edit tab here on the right, second button, and Process Overlap, and hit the Weld. Oh, that looks really nice, really nice. Okay, let's go ahead and fill that in so you can see that in color. So I'm going to add a color to that. Let's add this pretty pink here. Okay. Look at that. I like that. That's really pretty. So if I wanted to cut that out and put it on a shirt or put it on, make it smaller, maybe put it on a banner or an ornament. I can change the size. I can change the height, the width. And if you want to know what size it is, if you come over here to your Edit tab at the top, under the width and the height, it's showing you it's 4.78 wide by 1.26. I can stretch it out a little bit. I can make it a little bit bigger, the whole thing. So you have a lot of options there. But the whole thing is that you can add new fonts to your Canvas workspace and play with them, have fun. Okay, so that is how you load fonts and how you weld your letters together so they become one object. All right, everybody, happy crafting, and we shall see you real soon.